Duck here, and welcome back to my career. Why am I so silent? It's early in the morning, but that's not going to stop us from uploading. Thank you to all my subscribers for supporting me. So remember, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a stream. Hey Victor, how's it going?
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff. Your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your images costs you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right,
Nah.
man.
It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Ooh.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. Recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? That Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make it flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we're doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf. Now, it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic, we all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, CC, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And
the reason-
speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
I
Okay,
make how
what did I
much
just
manager
say
takes.
about
That's
A
Team?
how
what?
much I
A
make.
manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what
You
you
know
say
what?
about
No.
Team
The
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap!
You gonna let her
Hey.
talk to me
Yo,
like that, really?
This
You need to
is
check
way
her
too
now.
important,
and I
Yo,
ain't even
check
talking
her
about
now.
Gorilla.
Yeah.
Yo, out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you, it's in the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you know I'll never leave our parents in projects.
Thing, fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
She has a point.
You know what, Cece? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. Right? Hey, freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
Cece. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
Then how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, Cece? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
He's trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, Cece. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Wow. So,
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Because people just don't know,
They be
yo.
hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane, and everybody else just gotta make way for that, you know?
That's him, but who are you?
Nah, man, I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He could put you on?
Maybe. You gotta do what you gotta do when you need to do it to get ahead. And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day, step by step.
All right. So much is going down. Let's advance. Game 65.
We got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a poster. But I've never been one to just get out the way. I'm ready to step up, no matter the consequences. Gotta earn my stripes sometime, you know? Here we go.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Thanks, I have to stick out of.
It's the Clippers and the City of Angels for a little interconference action here at the Staples Center. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today. Go for a different look here. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Rivers in for Paul. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And it's Bonner in for Irving. So on the floor for Cleveland, Bonner in at point guard. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's LeBron James. And it's Dellavedova in at the 2. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And guys, Jeff Green, by every measure of athleticism and skill, should have become one of the game's better small forwards, but inconsistency has plagued him throughout his career.
And Kevin, I always go back to something my college coach told me. The mental to the physical is 4-to-1 in this game. And so through those 7 full seasons, he's teased everyone with that talent. And then it does suddenly disappear. And there's no other way to describe it other than the fact that it is mental. He hasn't been able to sustain it in terms of the consistency, and that's why he hasn't fulfilled his potential.
James kicks to Mozgov.
This is not going too well.
And here's Rivers. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Pierce. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Mozgov with the bucket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
54 seconds left to play in the first. Now, here's Redick. What a tremendous game he played against New York. 4 on the shot clock. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
That's good.
That was a long shot in both senses of the word, Kevin. He needs to leave that shot alone, for real.
Rivers kicks to Pierce. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. Redick with the bucket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's LeBron, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Here's Rivers. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. From deep. And a word from Chris Paul, who has a little something to say about the success of a very special and influential teammate, Blake Griffin. Of course, we know that Blake would say substitution here for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Pierce comes in for Blake Griffin. Green, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for J.J. Redick. We've got Cole Aldrich. Pierce out there with Green. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Rivers in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers played really well. He had 9 points and did his work from a pair of lines, hitting from both beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
Taken away. One-on-one here. Here's LeBron, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops
on
the
that's
slam.
not my man.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Green kicks to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Freak. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And now let's take a look at the teams leading the league in assists since the All-Star break. The Clippers in
I did not
second.
mean to do that.
Kevin, since the All-Star break, it seems as though they've just gelled together. The chemistry is much better. The unselfishness and the willingness to make the pass is there.
And the Clippers making a change here.
Oh, who got that?
Griffin's checked in. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Paul. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Rivers. LeBron dishes to Bonnet. Another shot. And the layup good by Mozgov. Mozgov's got the lead up to 13 now for Cleveland.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it, and that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Ooh.
There's the pick. James kicks to Fry. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
God dang.
Fry's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Cavs. Rivers, no good. And through one half, it
Doc, what happened there in the first half?
Well, we missed shots, turned the ball over, second shots. I really think it was disappointing.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. With our defense, we have torn them up. I'm not sure they're going to come out for the second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Griffin. Reddick comes in for Green, and it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Shumpert comes in for James. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And it's Bonner in for Irving. So on the floor for Cleveland, Bonner, he's in at point guard. Amon Shumpert is out there with Channing Fry. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Love in at the 5. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Jordan sets the pick for Reddick. To the middle.
Oh, shoot.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Shumpert passes to Bonner. Here's Love.
Oh, rebound. Oh, my Lord.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Rivers. Reddick dishes to Crawford.
Go,
From
go,
the wing.
go.
That's good on the jump shot. Crawford's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles.
They just call him buckets, Jamal Crawford. This shot, a thing of beauty.
From deep three-point range, missed. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rivers checked in, and the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for James. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Bonner in for Irving. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul out there with Austin Rivers, and it's Green in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And that one's good.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quiet.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
All right, ball out. Woo!
Bonner for 3.
Oh, my Lord.
Can't get it to go.
What? Almost made out. All right, hold up. 1 minute. See who's in the squad. No.
Cleveland taking care of it.
LeBron, for so many years, a Doc Rivers coach team has stood between you and what you have always tried to achieve. Now, of course, Doc with a new...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
He was a beast on the boards tonight, guys. There's nobody else. I think no one in the world that could match his effort on the glass tonight. Emotionally, his rebounding gave them a big lift.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
What?
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that art for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem take my pockets full of fat knots, making all the ladies drop. Paint me street corners green, my bank notes look hella scene. Half man, half amazing. Hope you send me out the demigod. Halo crown with the dollar sign, got a poet. A ghetto saints with grand designs, call me focus. Before the Basquiats, the streets is hopeless. I'm that Harlem Saint painting pictures, making new kind of skill, banking up to 12 figures. They call me Basquiat, pockets full of fat knots, dust to thought. Your boy makes the street pop, got it on lock. Body don't stop, make it hot. Love it when the buddies bounce when they on top. Basquiat, I got 107 C's, making waves till the world knows me. Basquiat, my pocket go deep. I dive in the heights, get up and then creep. I'm on my hustling grind.
Was that it? No, see? Thank you. It all seemed very unimportant. Miami Heat. We are going against Miami Heat.
Tough matchup tonight.
Possible playoff.
We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
1 minute.
The Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Welcome to Noche Latina here in the NBA. A Latin flavor to the night's festivities as we get ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. And with the top record in the East, well, there's no doubt that this is a top caliber team.
And you know, for the Heat, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
And I know it took a long time for people around the league to trust their success, but I don't think there's anybody who doesn't think they're for real at this point.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. It's LeBron with the drive. Smith with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. For the Heat, Stoudemire's checked in for White.
Freak?
Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Tyler Johnson in for
we're getting it. All right. That's my fault. I wasn't ready.
He's in at the point. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Dellavedova in at the 2 spot. Here's Dellavedova.
Come on, pass the ball.
From him the last game against Orlando. And the shot is good.
At least make the shot.
Well, I think it's
That's
been
all
said
that really
about 1,000
counts
times
now.
now
Your
how
shot
Coach
making
Spoelstra
and
started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Oh my God, we're just giving
and
it
really
to
starting
them.
to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far. stretching the lead into double digits already.
Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. Now here's Freak. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Oh, that's
5
why.
on the clock. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Oh, backcourt. What?
Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior.
Oh, my Lord.
All right, Doris, thanks.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right
Don't
on
shoot,
point.
don't shoot it.
It's
Hey.
worked perfectly, and the lead they already have
3.
is proof in the pudding.
There we go. 8 points behind. We're still up.
So it's Miami
We're
now.
still in. See?
They're
Look how
leading by
easy
8,
that was.
defeated by the
Y'all
Hornets in their
losing
last
16
game.
for
They'll
no
try to
reason.
put that one behind them.
That
Yeah,
was
they just
easy.
really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, and once they got spiraling downward,
Oh,
there seemed
come
to be
on,
no way to
Free.
get out of it. All
Dang.
their offense went to pot.
They've been
That was a clutch
sensational
behind
on
shot,
the
though. I'm not even
backboard
going
to
to
start
lie.
this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg.
That
They're
was a
tearing
pretty
it up on the
difficult
glass.
shot to make.
Now here's Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Just 5 on the clock.
There we go. Don't make him go nowhere.
Now Winslow beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. No.
Oh, close. We're okay, though. We're still in.
And
We're
now a
still
chance
in.
to hear from Chris
Ain't
Bosh
going
about
anywhere.
what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
Chris Bosh.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the... It's here for the Heat. Stoudemire comes in for Hassan
What
Whiteside.
the heck
And Chris Bosh is subbed
are
in for
you
Winslow.
guys doing?
And last year's midseason trade had
Come
to
on.
feel good to Iman
That's
Shumpert.
8 points.
Thrown away in New York, injured,
Look, no matter
uninspired.
what, we're going to come
Boy, did he
back.
find new life in Cleveland.
Unless Chris Bosh comes out of
Next to
nowhere.
LeBron can do that for you.
Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. Chris
seriously,
Bosh is
what
out
the
there with
heck have you guys
Stoudemire.
been
And it's
doing?
Dragic in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Freak.
Well, that's
He's got
easy.
5. And
Oh,
the rejection
what?
by Stoudemire.
And there's
Now
no
here's
call or
Dragic.
anything.
He's guarded closely.
Yeah, where are you going?
Takes it from
No.
10. Rejected by Bono. They get it back. Shot's good. And it's 6 points for Amari Stoudemire.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of
Let's
streak
go.
you want to be part of defensively.
Fine,
Tighten it up,
man.
fellas. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his
All
favorite
he
moves
cares
right
about
there,
is
guys.
his
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature
Easy shot.
move once he goes
He missed.
airborne.
And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Now, here's Wade, following the miss
Out
by
here! I mean, dang.
Freak. 109 left to play here in the second quarter.
And he's
Oh,
really having all
my
sorts
God.
of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Now Mozgov, after the missed 3 from Goran Dragic.
Come
Mozgov a screen
on.
on Wade.
Jump. Iman.
And here is Shumpert. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Good job, good job. Good
Mozgov's
job.
shot is
Oh!
off. The
Yeah,
Heat
put those
leading
up.
by 18. Wade dishes to Stoudemire, and he gets it to go.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. Johnson
We're
comes
gonna
in for
be
Goran
20
Dragic.
points behind.
The Heat
It's
have gone
really
9 of 10
whatever.
from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line. at about 76.
Please, please.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement.
too
So
raw.
that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
All right, so we gotta shake it up a little bit.
Johnson outside. Pass to Bosch.
Don't let Chris Bosh do that.
The shot, no
Thank
good.
you.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was good.
Oh, let's go!
How about that shot?
I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Coach, you gotta keep me in the game. I sweat up a half-court shot.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside.
We're
Winslow comes
slowly
in
heading
for
back
Luol
in.
Deng. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. On the court for Cleveland.
Obviously, we're gonna have to take some L's sometime.
Amon Shumpert is out there with Channing Frye. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Dellavedova in at the 2. Now here's Johnson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
Come on, that's easy bucket. Don't let him do that.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to
Come on, stop
playoff
hogging the
basketball
ball.
again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
Here's Dellavedova. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
What the heck?
It's hauled in by Richardson.
It's a +5 advantage
What
for them
the
in the
heck?
rebounding category after that board.
Very steady.
Bro, 2K is
On the
retarded.
interior, really a well.
Bro, I'm not passing him the ball because
He's been
that's
much
why
more
we
effective in the
losing.
second half than he was in the first.
And for Stoudemire last year, served
Boneheads
as a
keep trying
backup
to
big for
make
the
something
Mavs and was
special.
still as efficient as ever.
And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Richardson off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Bonner. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Bonner's got 10 points.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Bonner, that's a 2-pointer. No good. The Heat go the other way with it. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The dish now to Johnson. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
All
I
right,
don't
we
know
need to pass
what's
the ball.
happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you
Gotta
what,
pass it,
reminds me of
man.
one of my college
Look, you gonna
coaches who used
sit
to
there.
say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Three-pointer. No good. The 3 quarters. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Look for Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Bosch.
Yay, we lost.
Richardson comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Amon Shumpert has come in for LeBron. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And it's Bonner in for Kyrie Irving. Johnson is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Whiteside in at center. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Miami.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
Has to feel good in the final game of this season series as they've been able to earn the tiebreaker here, finishing the year with a winning record of 2-1 against the Cavaliers.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Chris Bosh.
So sorry I've
And
been
you
so
have to
quiet.
love the
Let's
effort
look
he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he
I
chased
told
down
you,
those
once you
rebounds.
lose your first
The
game,
fans
it's
are
going to
just
be easier to
loving
lose
what's going
every
on here
game.
tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
To the inside, here's Thompson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot two. That one is on Stoudemire.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Johnson outside.
He's not going to shoot it.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the...
Yes, guys, I'm here with...
We're not going to
2K
foul.
Sports
Like, there's not a
postgame
point
show.
of doing that.
You can do. A player really delivers in the clutch. That's what he did here tonight.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire...
Wow. This is insane. We lost against the Heat.
Yeah, cinnamon.
Okay, this is important.
Cece,
Hey, how are you?
good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak, great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed, have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this.
Do not care about all of that. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so... Yo, so... So, a better athlete... But I want a playmaker to be better too. So I'm just gonna go with these three first. We can upgrade defender a little bit. I mean, defender isn't that bad to have, but I mean, come on now. I don't want all that. So we can have a better athlete, inside scorer. Yes, we want an inside scorer. Oh, and we want a jump shooter. Crap, don't have the coins. Oh, and also, how do I do that? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want... Figures appear. I just want to know how to meet other NBA players, if you know what I mean. Okay, score. Okay, NBA animation, signature styles. Who's big? NBA animation. That's not what I want. How many fans do I have? That's what I really want to know. Yeah, I'm literally about to... What the heck? What am I watching? Okay, does it look like I care? I just want to know, how do you... Yeah? topic, everybody. By the way, good morning. That was random. Subscribe.